Serious, what's something someone told you when you were suicidal that actually helped a bit? Asterisk asterisk attention. Serious tag notice asterisk 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 jokes, puns, and off-topic comments are not permitted. https://www.reddit.com/r/askreddit/wiki/index#wiki_rule_6- closing parenthesis in asterisk comment, parent or child. Asterisk parent comments that aren't from the target group will be removed, along with their child replies. Asterisk report comments that violate these rules. Posts that have few relevant answers within the first hour, and posts that are not appropriate for the serious tag will be removed. Consider doing an AMA request instead. Thanks for your cooperation and enjoy the discussion. Asterisk I am a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit message compose to =r*askreddit if you have any questions or concerns. Asterisk. When I was deep in my depression, my family and I went to visit my grandma and some other relatives in Florida over my winter break. I was in high school, and I don't remember the circumstances, but my grandma and I were alone and she told me she could tell I was depressed. Just her simply acknowledging my depression really helped a lot. She told me about how there was a time when she was depressed as a young woman too, and that it wasn't unusual and that I wasn't alone in it. She was the first person to even initiate a conversation with me regarding my depression. Then a few weeks after we returned home, I received a letter from her giving me words of encouragement. That letter probably saved my life and I still have it. My mom said, "Let me help you. You don't have to do anything and I'll take care of everything." She was talking about making doctor's appointments and getting therapy and stuff. I'm really glad I let her help me. The fact I had a 13% chance of surviving my attempt. My CBT helped me. But as for regular people, nobody ever said anything that helped. But what they did do that helped was be there, because it's difficult to hang around depressed people. Hey mate, unfortunately there's not going to be much that we can say that will help beyond look to the people in your life. Take it one day at a time, it'll get better, blah blah blah. However, while all you want to feel right now is relief from the pain, and buddy trust me I relate, ending it won't do that. You won't feel that relief. Your last breath will be that pain and that pain alone. And that is if you're lucky enough to actually be able to kill yourself. And no, I'm not condoning suicide. I'm saying that it's a lot easier to fuck up your attempt and leave you permanently crippled, scarred, or even a total vegetable. I understand where you're coming from though. I've been there. Had years of not feeling worthy and ideation. I know you said in a comment you have no family, but do you have many friends at all? I highly recommend spending lots of time with them if they make you feel good, and maybe open up to one or some if you truly trust them. Get yourself a dog, or a cat if you live alone and spend the days out of the house. Something that seriously helped me was a change or scenery. I packed my bags and moved to a different country. Might not be a bad idea if you have no obligations to where you are. Or maybe even to a new city. A fresh start mate, exciting. Feel free to DM me whenever, honestly. Your son needs you. Regarding family issues and a lot of pin-up anger, my therapist told me, you can't keep feeding yourself poison expecting the other person to die, and that hit. This is my first time coming across this. By the way, sorry for any errors. I am Chinese, so English not my first language, and sometimes I struggle with English. This happened to me back in senior year of high school as I had my father's Type 56 rifle on the floor next to me. I wanted to kill myself because of extreme stress and my father's cousin's constant emotional abuse. I didn't really tell anyone because I didn't want anyone to worry too much. But luckily that night my Pakistani best friend was still on Facebook and I wanted to say goodbye to all my friends and family. I reached out to him and made some sarcastic jokes about death, and he caught on that something was wrong. His magical words to keep me going in life is, "Hey man, are you okay? You don't seem happy right now. If you want to talk, I'm open and right here to hear." These words made me realize that I had people who cares about me, and if I had ended myself that night, only sorrow would forever haunt the people close to me. So to anyone who sees this, I just want you to know that in this world you are not alone. If you leave this world, it will hurt the people who loves you. Never let the people who hates you and wants to see your downfall win. Always keep walking forward and never give in to defeat. If something ever happened to you where I'd never be able to talk to you again, I'd be deeply destroyed. Nothing anyone ever said to me made me want to keep living as much as this did. It made me realize that there was someone who cared about me. Whenever I think about ending it all, I think back to this statement. My crush, now boyfriend, wrote me a whole paragraph about how important I am to him. It was painful when he didn't feel the same about me, and in that moment he still probably didn't feel the same, but that didn't even matter to me. I can't describe how loved I felt. Their exact words, meow purr, it actually really helps. I read a post somewhere that said it was okay to stay alive for the little things if that's all you have right now. Staying alive to feed your cat, or to see that movie that comes out next month, or to eat that seasonal food you like, or to finish that super long video game, or to help a friend move, or to give someone else advice, or because you're curious about what we be on Reddit tomorrow. That's all valid. You don't have to find relief or make progress on some big existential problem. Being alive is a good enough effort for now. Was volunteering at a pretty big event, 1,000 people in attendance, with a motivational speaker I look up to. Was mad cool, 2 days long. Had a chance to talk to him one-on-one afterwards. Really spilled my guts. Let him know what was going on. I never get a chance to open up, so it was hard for me, and sometimes I feel uncomfortable about the whole ordeal and spilling my shit onto him. He told me, if you kill yourself, you'll never get a chance to be up here with me, speaking to people, helping change lives. That's what your goal is, right? How can you achieve those dreams if you don't keep fighting? I've always dreamed of being able to have an impact, or help others in my shoes. I always try. Sometimes it's hard to keep my head up past trauma. I haven't had a suicidal urge since. And I have no intention to give in. I've got this smiley face. I can't go on. I go on. Samuel Beckett. They broke down the math of all the harm it would do to the people around me and how much more of a burden I would be if I died than if I kept living. It was dark, but I was also touched. They mapped out the cost of my death. This. https://m.imager.com/gallery/ides closing parenthesis. There's a line from Waiting for Godot. I think about it a lot. I have no idea why it helps, but it does. Estragon. I can't go on like this. Vladimir. That's what you think. I had someone stay up with me for 15 hours on a Discord call. He told me to do the next right thing. Take life minute by minute. It helps keep me from catastrophizing. I just got married and maybe my wife is pregnant, gonna know this evening. But I'm so afraid. Sure, I have been bullied as a kid, without ever getting revenge. But I grew up, get bullied by my bosses too. This world is shit, laws, people, everything is absurd. Even if I crawl up in my house playing games all day, reading, and loving my wife with all my heart, I fear that someone will take it all away. I hate mankind. In these day and age, everything, every day proves me right, but I love people. I trust in individuals. Just as I read your comments, I cry. I still have hope that everything is worth it. Sorry, but no one ever told me anything to make me feel better, or maybe my family just being there was enough for me. We can't choose our family. We build it ourselves so that it is the family we need, want and deserve. I try to accept life as it is and go on. Because there are still people, maybe not right next to you, who will reach out to you. Sorry again, it was more me venting out than anything else. Just, maybe, speak up, let it out. Just saying the truth is a great help, and my autocorrect is a mess. I hope this doesn't get buried, but a random drunk dude saved my life one night by saying, "Stick around to piss off the assholes who want you gone. Thanks random drunk dude, I have a good life now that I stuck around. And I totally pissed off some assholes. Obligatory edit. Thanks for all the upvotes and awards. Please don't spend money on awards for me, instead donate to suicide prevention or mental health advocacy groups. P.S. Keep pissing off assholes." My friend said, "The next time you feel like that, ring me and I will come down and kill you instead." Another one, "Sure, can always just leave it until tomorrow." How would your parents would react? Made me think twice before doing anything. I read an article on TED, of all places, about how being introspective can be harmful if you don't do it right. It really helped me at a dark and difficult time. What it basically came down to was that I stopped asking myself questions that would never lead to meaningful answers. Like, why do I feel this way? Well, because that's how feeling works. But that won't help make me feel better about myself. It would only make me circle deeper into the dark place those feelings came from. That helped me ignore those negative patterns of thinking, and I started spending more time on things that make me feel better. Just the other day I realized some issues I've been dealing with a long time have simply faded away. They're gone and made way for a more positive attitude towards myself. Although the black dog is still there and sits on my shoulders some days, and it probably will be part of me the rest of my life, I now have better ways to recognize my moods and deal with them. Someone older and wiser once said it will get better and dealing with life gets easier when you get older. I want to at least give it a chance to see if he was right. Here's the link to that article. If anyone wants to read https://ideas.ted.com/the-right-way-to-be-introspective-yes-theirs-a-wrong-way/. What I'm about to say sounds intense, but it really helped me. Things don't always get better, but you will always get stronger. I used to hate it when people would say, "Trust me, things get better." Because you never know, they might not. They might even get worse. But that quote advice made me realize it's not up to my situation and events, it's up to my perspective on them. No matter what, you'll always get stronger from each experience, and that will help you grow. My friend told me he had contacted my mom. I went from suicidal to incredibly angry. Fuck you, get your shit together. Don't run away from your problems. Face them, you asshole. NGL, it was nice to get scolded instead of being consoled. It made me feel like people are not faking it, but they do care very genuinely. I have never had many serious suicidal thoughts, but if you have no family or close friends, I assume you are self-sufficient and live alone. Get a dog. I have no clue if this is a cliché, but I hear so many stories of pets providing a new type of outlook on life and your worth. Having a little ball of love, I am sure, could really help. Regardless if you listen or not, don't give up. I don't know you, but I will be thinking of you, and I will be with you all the way in spirit. I wish you all the best for the rest of your long life, my friend. May many blessings be upon your harvest. The man my mom used to be with was the only person in my life that was actually ever there for me. He was the only sort of father figure for me for a time. My real dad wasn't very much of one. I was considering killing myself because everything was too much at the time, and I guess he noticed I wasn't doing so well, so he sat me down and talked things out with me, and he told me his life experiences, and I was really surprised to find out we went through a lot of the same exact BS as kids. Finally talking to someone who understood exactly everything I was going through and talking to me without just saying, "I am sorry you feel that way," like everyone else in my life had, and I was glad to get actual support. He isn't really in my life anymore because of some things that happened, but I hope he knows that he was a very important person in my life, and even though he isn't around anymore, I still consider him to be like a dad to me. I am here. I hear you. I love you. Are you okay, op? I was studying for med school at the time and really badly failed one of the mock exams. I spiraled out into severe depression cause I felt like I had failed everyone, including myself, and that I will never be good enough. This came after a massive career change from engineering to medicine, so I already had residual feelings of inadequacy since I couldn't make it as an engineer. My mom simply refused to leave my side and took me away from it all, and took a bit of time off work and spent 3 days just making my favorite foods and reminding me of how much everyone loved me and how much progress I had made in the past few years. I love you. Whether parent, friend, spouse, or even a pet, there is always someone out there who loves you, no matter what your demons want to say. Even if they don't express it in those exact words, actions and other ways still express love for you. Someone always cares. I need your help. I've had severe depression for 10 years now, but only recently went on medications. For me, no amount of attention or hopeful words from friends, family helped. What gave me hope is realizing that I asked questions like yours. which meant that my brain was still trying to find some sort of hope, some sort of exit towards normality, happiness. The fact that I had the ability to recognize that the way I felt was not normal, that I wanted to be okay, as faint as that thought and desire was, it was still there. I guess after I recognized that I had to fight against my own philosophy on medications, I have an addictive personality and always thought I should be able to resolve my own shit. It took me some time to get to a mental space where I finally allowed myself to say that it is okay to seek help, that seeking help does not make me weak, that no matter what I am still in control, but I cannot control how my body creates chemicals. I have been on meds since January and it has definitely helped. Of course, that is just my personal story. My DMs are 100% open and I am sending hugs and love to anyone feeling this way right now. Looking for a bone here. Anything that even marginally works rather than the usual cliches that only make me feel guilty and force me to pretend like yeah they helped me out, thanks a lot. I can also add one line that helped me in a previous suicidal episode in 2016. A girl I knew from Twitter and had just met her, told me, if you want to shoot yourself let me do it for you. I don't want you to die alone. This caught me off guard. I thought people were all oblivious, like I was the only player among NPCs. Then she said that and gave me hope. Edit. A lot of you are referring to leaving behind loved ones. In my case there are none. Edit number 2. Thank you all for your responses. I'm actually tearing up. I did not expect this. A lot of what you said is useful, and I'm going to make a compilation into a why you shouldn't kill yourself article or video. Others who are or will be on the position I was in last night deserve to hear all of what you had to say. I might not have a lot of fucks to give about my IRL connections, but honestly I love you internet people. If you look for the light, you will often find it. If you look for the darkness, that's all you'll ever see. It's a quote from a cartoon, which may not be exactly what you're looking for. But it helps me every time my mind gets away from me. Instead of looking inward, look outward. To be honest, I didn't believe anything anyone said. Probably the best thing though was hearing that my pain would be given to my children. When you are that deep in it, you truly believe everyone will be better off without you. If you or someone have made plans to take yours, their life, I would highly suggest the suicide hotline. You are worth it. Thanks for watching. See you later.